Right. Good evening, everyone. Online students, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Kindly please respond to me in the chat for me, guys. Online students, please check. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Please respond to me in the chat for me. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Very, very good evening, guys. Very, very good evening. So, yes, you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. Let us start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small, a quick recap on the concepts which we had covered in our last class, that is our Saturday session. So, Saturday, actually, we had discussed about what actually happens internally whenever we are deploying our servlet program into our server. So, whenever we are trying to execute, I repeat, whenever we are trying to execute a servlet program, first which object will be getting created? Servlet context. Yes, you heard it correct. Whenever we are executing a web application, first servlet context object will be getting created. After that, servlet config. You know why servlet config object will be getting created? Because of which method? In it, okay, totally when you're speaking about servlet interface, we are having 5 abstract methods are there: init, service, destroy, get servlet info, get servlet config, right? So init, service, destroy, these three are life cycle methods. These three methods will be called by the web container or servlet container in the same order. But even before init method is getting executed, whenever you're deploying your project into the server, I'm speaking about your project, then obviously first what will be getting created? Servlet context object will be getting created. If a servlet is triggered, we can write multiple servlets, and a servlet will be triggered basing upon its URL pattern. You need to respond, guys. If a servlet is getting triggered, then first what will be getting created? Which object will be getting created? Servlet config. After that, servlet request. After that, servlet response. These three objects will be getting created, and on basing of those objects, we are trying to call get writer method, print writer class will be there. And after that, we discussed about request or get parameter method. Get parameter method is a parameterized method or non-parameterized method. How many parameters? Type. What is its return type? Come on, string only. Request dot get parameter method return type is string. And yeah, of course, we can convert the data according to your requirements by using parse methods. Kindly please do remember that. So first we discussed about all these, and then, okay, first just a second, we discussed about all these concepts, and then we started discussing about request dispatcher. So basically, what is the use of this request dispatcher? Request dispatcher is going to send your request. It is going to dispatch. Literally, the name itself is self-explanatory. Request dispatcher. Request dispatch. Wait, what is that request dispatcher? It is an interface. It is an interface. What is its work? It is going to dispatch. What do you mean by dispatching? Just normally tell me what do you mean by dispatching? Sending. Yes or no? So what it is going to send? The request. Who is going to give the request? Client. So whatever the request client is giving, that request will be dispatched to another servlet or another HTML or another JSP. This is the work which is done by the request dispatcher. This request dispatcher is going to perform this request dispatching in two scenarios: by using forward communication, and second one is by using include communication. Okay, we discussed about forward communication. Yes, yeah, instead of generating the response itself, a servlet receives a request from the client. Instead of generating a response itself, servlet program will forward the request to the another resource. That another resource can be a servlet or else HTML or JSP. And that second resource will generate the response. That is actually which communication? Forward communication. So in order to make that happen, we need to use a method known as forward method. Forward method, is it a parameterized method or non-parameterized method? How many parameters? What are those? Servlet request and yeah, we need to forward that request and response. Okay. And after that, we discussed about include communication. Here, what happens? Servlet program will handle the request. Servlet program will handle the request. It will generate a part of a response. It will give a response. And after that, it includes that additional content from the another resource. Means servlet program will generate response and it will forward that request to another servlet. Another servlet also will be generating the response. Both these responses will be forwarded to the client. This type of communication is known as include communication. And the method name is include. And please tell me, is it a parameterized method or non-parameterized method? How many parameters? Type servlet request and servlet response. So up to here, we had covered in our Saturday session. Please note a small point for me, just like a small question actually. How to create a, just like a small question. How to create a request dispatcher object. How to create a request dispatcher object. Not a small point. We can create a request dispatcher object. We can create, we can create request dispatcher object by using the get request dispatcher method. Kindly please try to write like this. By using the get request dispatcher method, get request dispatcher method from the servlet request interface. From the servlet request interface. All right, I have a question for you. All right, I have a question for you. Please tell me, request dispatcher, of course, that is an interface. That is an interface. If you want to get that interface object, we need to call a method. Which method? Tell me. Get request dispatcher method. Where is that method present? Servlet request. So in our programming, generally for a servlet request, we will be giving a reference. What is the reference? REQ. Yes or no? For servlet request, that is the reference REQ. So if I want to get I repeat, if I want to get that request dispatcher object, could you please tell me the code? REQ dot get request dispatcher. What is its return type? Tell me, what is its return type? Request dispatcher. Request dispatcher. Yes or no here? One more time. Request dispatcher, that is an interface. That is an interface. Okay. So in order to perform communications, how many types of communications are there? Two types. What are the forward and include, right? Forward method, include method. Forward method and include method. In order to call forward method or include method, we need request dispatcher object. Request dispatcher object. Okay, in order to get that request dispatcher object, we need to call a method. What is that method? Get request dispatcher. Okay, this method is present in servlet request interface. So how to call the method? Please tell me. REQ dot get request dispatcher. What is its return type? RD, that is request dispatcher. So if I want to forward, RD dot forward. Otherwise, RD dot include. Are you getting the point here? Impressed. Okay. Now, kindly please continue with this. This method takes a path. This method takes a path. Inside the braces, the relative URL, of the resource, the relative URL of the resource as an argument. Relative URL of the resource as an argument. Okay. Can you please note down the syntax here? Public request dispatcher, get request dispatcher, and it's a parameterized method, string path. Is it done? Online students, kindly please respond to the chat for me, guys. Online students, if completed, kindly please respond to me in the chat. All right, it's done. That is good. That is good. All right, guys. So we'll do one thing. Let us try to have an idea of a project which we are going to be getting created. Please don't open your laptops. Wait, wait. See, whenever we are dealing with advanced Java, I already said this. One more time, I am saying this. First, we should be having an idea what we want to create. That image should be present in our mind. Basing on that image only, we should write our UI, we should write our background logic. Okay. So right now, I want to create a project which gives an example, which gives an idea about request dispatcher. So this is my idea. Take a minute time and please observe here. Just observe it. Eyes on the board. So tell me first what I need to create. Which HTML? What is the name of that HTML? So index.html. Enter the number. In the next line, I should be having some box input data. Okay. Next line or same line. I don't mind. I don't mind. And after that, I should be having two. What are these? Okay. Get factorial. Check even. Okay. Buttons. Buttons. Input type equal to respond. Input type equal to submit value get factorial value check even. Okay. So if I gave a click on this get factorial, it should be going to a servlet. If I gave a click on check even also, it should be going to a servlet. My intention is which servlet? Both these buttons should redirect to main servlet. From the main servlet, basing upon the value, basing upon the value, it should differentiate, means it should be redirected to either factorial servlet or even servlet. And in the factorial servlet, I need to perform the logic, factorial logic. For example, if I give 5, what is the factorial for 5? Come on, 120. 120 should be displayed, and again the same page should be displayed so that I can again continue with my operations. Are you getting the point? And if I'm going with even servlet, I need to check whether the given number is a even or odd. If it is even, I need to display it's an even number, and again the same page should be displayed. Results should be displayed, and again I should be able to enter the data. This is my idea. Did you understand? Did you understand? Open your laptops and first let us try to create index.html. Uh, are you going to write this in your notes first? I think it's better. Please note down this in your notes. Don't mind. I'm sorry. Kindly please note down this in your notes first. Note it down. Note it down this image. Example on request dispatcher. Note it down. Note it down in your notes, please. And I will upload this image also in the Google Classroom. No need to worry, but please try to write in your notes. Whenever you're writing only, you will be getting an idea. Please carry on. And if created, if you note it down, open your laptops. What is the application number in your laptops? App 4. App 4. Okay, I'll also will be giving app 4, app 4. I'm giving app 4 so that everyone will be. And please make sure to change the dynamic web module version. Make sure to check the web.xml. Yeah, write the code along with me. Create your project, create your index.html. No discussions, please. No discussions. Write the code. My index.html page got created. Come on, it's your turn. Okay, guys, please listen. Listen. Just a minute. Listen. Listen. Good. Now, you know the reason why we will be writing name in our tag. What is the use of that name? We will be able to get that value which is entered by the user. Yes or no? Now, please listen to me very clearly. When I said listen, please listen. Here, according to our requirement, okay, we'll be able to create this index of HTML. Fine. After that, in the main servlet, we need to check what the client requires. Means is he wants to get the factorial. Otherwise, if he wants to check the whether the number is even or not. So we need to get his selection. We need to get his selection. Generally, in our last programs, let me just try to, in our app one, let me open our app one. App one, input type equal to submit, value, send data to the servlet. Just like that. That's it. I did not write anything else. But right now, if you observe in this index.html, input type equal to submit. Okay. Value get factorial. And here I'm giving the name choice. In my servlet, I'm going to use request.get parameter choice. Are you understanding the point? Means if the user gave a click on this get factorial, what would be the value here? Get factorial. If the user gave a click on check even, what would be the value here? Check even. So in my servlet, what I'll be doing, I'll be trying to use if condition. If get factorial dot equals the choice. Are you getting the point? That is the reason I have written the name choice. I hope you understand the point. Kindly please continue. Done? How many of you completed? Raise your hands. Completed 2 minutes? No, let me make it 1 minute. 1 minute. After that, we'll go with the servlet. 1 minute. Others who did not complete, please check. Online students, I'm getting your messages. That is good. And one more time, I'm saying, did you understand the reason why why I gave the name choice for both these scenarios? Yeah. Okay. I guess it's done. 1 minute. Shall I wait for 1 more minute? Okay. More, 1 more minute, guys. One last minute. Ma, is your problem sorted? I told you to message me. Forgot. I received that one. What about if the problem sorted? Why you did not message me? Okay. When our problem comes, sir we'll discuss later, right? In coming classes, wait. In front, is crocodile festival. Wait. I hope it's done for everyone. Is it done? All right, let's go. Now we need to create a. You need to respond here. Servlet. Let's go with what is the name of the servlet? Main servlet. Let's go. Let us just try to create our servlet. Java resources. No, this is app. SRC. Right click. Go to new. Pack one. Okay. And inside the package, I'm going to create my class. I'm giving the name as MAINSERVLET. Main servlet. Finish. Okay. I got my servlet created. And then let me just try to extends generic servlet. Okay, of course, I need to override the service method. And let me just try to go with REQ, RES. I'm changing the parameter names. Okay, okay. Now, if you are getting an error here, means you did not imported your servlet API jar file. Please don't forget, import servlet API jar file. And now I want to get the data. Okay, sure. Request dot get parameter. What is the name I have given here? Choice. Exactly the same name. And equal to data belongs to string. All right. Now, if data dot equals, if data dot equals get factorial and else, just like this. Of course, I need to go with the @web servlet and here what is that I need to go with ms main servlet. Up to here, is it done for everyone? I want you to please respond. No, not done. How many of you completed up to here? Raise your hands. Completed. Very few. What about others, guys? Come on, carry on. I think some people are still stuck at index.html. Come on. You know what is the use of equals method? What equals method will do? What equals method? Where basically where is this equals method present? String. Absolutely wrong. Object. What equals method is going to do in object class? Compare the references, address, locations, right? But when you speak about the same equals method in string class, it is going to compare the contents. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Now, guys, please, eyes on the board. Eyes on the board. Just a second. Just a second. So, by using request dot get parameter method, I'm able to get the name here. I'm able to get the name here. So I will be getting either get factorial. Tell me, I will be getting either this choice will be eyes on the board. This choice value will be either get factorial or check even. So what I'm doing here, okay, I'm using request.get parameter method to get the value, and that value I'm writing it as the data. If data dot equals get factorial, then what I need to do, I need to send that to factorial servlet. Else, there is only one option. What is that? I need to send it to even server. Basically, I need to forward it to factorial servlet or forward it to even servlet. If I want to forward, we need to use request dispatcher interface. Yes or no? Yes or no? Tell me how to get that request dispatcher interface. REQ dot get request dispatcher. And I told you it is a parameterized method. I'll let you know what is a parameter. Equal to RD belongs to request dispatcher. What I want to do, I want to forward. I want to forward. Okay, RD dot forward request response. Same scenario here also. Exactly same. Else part. Sir, wait, something is missing here. Here, okay, if it is factorial, we are forwarding. Okay. We are basically forwarding it to a servlet. So how compiler knows that? Yes. In order to make that happen, we need to give the URL pattern here. URL pattern. Are you getting the point? Means here, just like this, see, whenever compiler came across this slash ms, main servlet will be triggered. Like that, I'm going to give here, let me go like FACSER factorial servlet, or else let me write some completely FACTORIL factorial servlet, SRVLET factorial servlet. And here even let me go like even servlet, even SCRV LET, even servlet. Are you getting the point? After this, what I need to do? Create a servlet. Which servlet? Shall we go with first factorial servlet? Means we need to create one more servlet, one more Java class. Okay, we need to extend it to generic servlet, and that inside that factorial servlet, what we need to do? We need to get the value, I mean the number which is entered by the user. Yes or no? On that number, we need to get that factorial. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Start. So basically, this is our main servlet. Okay, now I'll be creating one more servlet, new class, and FACTORIALSERVLET, factorial servlet. You will click on finish, and here I'll go with the extends generic servlet. And of course, we need to override unimplemented methods. Okay. And then we should be getting the request. Request dot request. Oh, sorry. Request response. RES. Okay. Request dot get parameter. Here, what is the name I have given here? Val. The same name I need to give here. Okay. Now equal to int num. Integer dot parse int integer dot parse int, and here I'm going to write request dot get parameter like this. Now I have my number. Of course, here I need to use my URL at the rate web servlet. Here, what is the URL I have given here? Factorial servlet, the same URL I'll be giving here. And I need to get my writer. Get writer equal to PW belongs to print writer. And then come on, continue. Do you remember after that what I need to write? Set content type. Doesn't request or response? Set content. Set content type. What is that? Text or HTML. And I want you to write the logic for getting the factorial for a number. You know how to get that. Please carry on. Right? Write the factorial. I'm having the number here. I'm having the number here. Try to get the factorial code. It's a simple factorial code. Let's try to send the request to another HTML. Request dispatcher. I want to include this. rt dot include request response. Kindly please make sure to add this also. Now, looking at this, try to write the code for, go ahead, try. After completing this, I want you to try. Online students, if you're facing any problem, please do let me know. In the meantime, I will write check even servlet code also. Yeah, Prasanna, please wait. Factorial servlet complete for everyone? Factorial servlet complete for everyone? Okay. Even servlet complete for everyone? How many of you done even servlet? Raise your hands. Very few. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. The code for even servlet is on the board. Yeah, ready? Please wait for it. Please wait. Please wait. Okay. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat. Done? After this, I have a small task for you. Uh, how many of you completed? How many of you completed check even servlet also? Please raise hands. Very few. First, right. You know, in HTML, option tag is there. What is the use of that option tag? If we are using option tag, what happens? Are we going to get a drop down? Yes? Remember that. All right. Now, guys, please listen to me for a minute. Please listen. You can continue coding. Please listen. Listen, listen, listen. Just listen. Right. Okay. Now, here, if you observe in our factorial servlet and in our even check even servlet also, I'm using a method, of course, request dispatcher, and I'm using something like result.html. Basically, by using this result.html, if we want, we can send the result into another HTML or another servlet or another JSP, no problem. But my intention as of now is here, if I see this program from this factorial sublet, what I told you, again, that result should be displayed to the index.html only. So in the place of result.html, what I'm going to give index.html. Did you understand? Okay. And here also I'm going to give index, index. Okay. Index.html. Now let us just try to execute our program. Hang on here. Just a minute. Let me try to here also. Yeah. Let me just try to close it. All right. Now let's see. I'm trying to execute my program. Right click, run as, run on server. Okay. Tomcat. Next. Here, previously, all these are like this. Okay. All my applications are in the server. I'm not running all those. I'm running only app 4. So why unnecessarily keeping them on the server? If all those are present in the server, they need my server is supposed to compile all the projects. It will take burden. So I'm just removing these. Okay. I'm just removing app 1 and app 2 from the server. It will be there, but they will not be compiled. That's it, not more than that. And I'm trying to execute this one. Okay. Let us just try to give a click on finish and execute. All right. Enter the number. We already got this. Now I'm going to enter something like 5. I'm entering 5. Uh, get factorial. Factorial for 5 is 120. Again, I'm able to get this data. Yes or no? For example, okay. I'm just going to enter again 5. Check even 5 is odd. What if I am not using this include? I'm not including, I'm not using this include. Now let's see what will happen. Okay. Let us just try to execute. Right click, run as, sorry, right click, run on server. Okay, run on server. Oh, every time I need to. Okay, just let me go with finish, restart the server, and all right. Okay, now enter the number. I'm entering 5. Let's go with 5. Get factorial. Factorial for 5 is 120. But where is my data again? I cannot enter it. I hope you're understanding the point here, right? That is the reason we need to use include also. So I'm getting the response. Along with this response, again, I'm trying to include one more HTML file in my response. You need to respond, guys. Are you getting the point? That is the use of forward and include in request dispatcher. Got it? Please check. Let me just try to remove this. Okay. This is our factorial servlet. This is our check even servlet. Both the servlets are on the board. Okay. Now I have a small task for you. How many of you completed this? Completed this entire project? Raise your hands. Okay, wait for 5 minutes. I'll give you a task after 5 minutes. No problem. Please first complete this. After this, I'll be giving the task. Carry on. Boys, are you able to view the code? Last spellings matters. Check the spellings. Check the spellings. this task, I advise you to use switch case. Why? Because there are four sorting things are there, not two. Two means if else, okay. But right now we're having four. So I advise you to use switch case. Go ahead, start. Start the task. People who completed this can start with the task. What's the problem? Hmm. This is the first class. Why? Why? Hmm. How is your mother right now? She's fine. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me. And guys, if anyone completed, please show me. Hello. Read this. Yeah. Data is null. You are not able to get the data. What is the name you have given? And here also, why all the names are val? Don't copy paste the code. Manikanta, if you are getting like this, please check your choice in index.html. Please check your choice page. Means here. Here, please check whether you wrote correctly or not in these two scenarios. And you're asking me what is the difference between MetaINF and WebINF folders. Yuraj, WebINF folder, inside this WebINF, we'll be writing our JSPs, HTML, lib folders, jar files. We'll be keeping them, some jar files. Most of the jar files, we'll be keeping them inside WebINF. Meta-INF means meta information. See, you know what do you know? What do you mean by metadata? Metadata means data about the data, right? So this meta-INF folder consists of jar files which will be having information about your project. So as of now, please don't think about meta-INF. You no need to worry about this also. You'll not be using this meta-INF, right? Mostly in Spring also you'll not be using that. Concentrate on WebINF only. Yeah. Anyone completed the task? No one? Why? You're doing? Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Almost. Okay, carry on. Please carry on, Jyotirmai. No problem. Please carry on. Prasanna, what about you? Is it done? Almost. Okay, carry on, carry on. Krishna Chaitanya, Rahul, Vineet, Afrin, Shakti. Is it done? Come on, continue, continue. Please carry on. Anita, I'm unable to see, Amma. What you are getting, I'm unable to see. I need to check the code. If you are getting like this, personally, you should bring the laptop, Anita. What? Mhm. What is it? Yeah, this is text only. This is text only. No problem. English. Use English. Speak English. Okay. English. Ah. Mm. You need to type clearly. Why there is a space here? Previously there is a space. Why is space like this? If you are not typing properly, your server will not start. Jyotirmai, send me the screenshot. This is the first time it is coming like this. Restart and check. Please restart and check. And if there is any antivirus, uninstall. Your browser is not supporting. Code is okay. What? (2023). Use 2023. It will only work. Mm, mm. Yes. Which version of Tomcat you are using? 9. Then it will work. This is okay. Leave that. That's not a problem. Are you able to execute the program or not? Fine. No problem. Leave it. No issues. If you're having a problem, then come. You're able to execute, right? Yeah, fine. That is your code problem. That is not the server problem. Please check with that. All right, guys. I hope you are trying to do this. Yes. Okay. Kindly please try to do this. Kindly please try. And tomorrow we'll be trying to, if possible, tomorrow I'll try to give you an introduction on JSP. JSP. Please be prepared. Tomorrow you need to write a little bit lengthy notes.